So the struggle I faced was from as long as I could remember. My earliest memories as a child, I've had severe social anxiety, extremely crippling, and was just a complete outcast from society my whole life. Never had any friends, any relationships with anyone, very distant even from my own family, and continued through just constant torment that I lived in, of not wanting to face the world. And then somewhere through my early teens, I came across prescription pain meds and Xanax and found that it just completely alleviated the anxiety and the fear. So I continued chasing after that, and I had begun manipulating pain management doctors and psychiatrists for years just to get more and more. But eventually the drugs weren't enough to alleviate the anxiety and the fear, and I needed more and more to keep sustaining. And it continued into just this constant brokenness. It was no longer alleviating the fear and the anxiety, but it was just leading me more toward death. And as time went by, I had gone through treatment centers 9, 10 times over and over, various county jails, mental hospitals, therapists, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. And every time I would come out, I would stay sober for maybe a couple of days, a couple of weeks at the most. But most of the time I got high and started drinking the day I got out. And I could not stay sober for anything. I was in church, I had people praying for me, and I lived in this constant fear of like, am I saved? Do I have salvation? And at night, it was just constantly demons that would come and torment me over that fear, and I had to tranquilize myself just to sleep every single night. And that life eventually led me to just such brokenness, all family relationships destroyed, out on the streets, strung out on drugs and alcohol, and completely broken, facing nearly a decade of prison time. And there was a point where all the pain and all the years of all of my sin just came pouring down on me. And through so much brokenness, I just fell on my knees in a hotel parking lot. And with what little bit of strength I had in me, I cried out, Lord Jesus, take my life. I can't do this anymore. You take it. I surrender it to you. And went and slept under a bridge. Drank the last bottle that I had on me, last 2 bottles I had on me. And the next morning, someone came and pulled me out from under the bridge and took me to the hospital and had detoxed. And what God really did is, from that moment on, after I had crying out to him that night, I've been sober since. I've been sober for almost 5 years now. He delivered me from the drug and the alcohol addiction. He healed me of the social anxiety. He's given me the desire to want to eat better and exercise and the strength to do so. He has given me the fact that I'm here right now talking on a video, and I notice it's going to be in front of a lot of people, is a complete miracle, an act of God for someone like me. And the fact that I can step into a public place sober is a complete miracle for me. And he continues to show me great and mighty things as time goes by, and he doesn't stop. And just a verse that is like my life verse now is, only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart, for consider what great things he has done for you. 1 Samuel 12:24. And rather than fearing everything else, I can fear him and I can cling to him for relief now. And that's how God has helped me.